Hey everybody, welcome back for a new episode, and I got lots of good energy today, so you're in a safe space. Um, yeah, I I can say that I've been under a lot of pressure, a lot of stress, and that has been inducing some anxiety and some lack of sleep. But I'm feeling like I'm coming back to myself. Uh, so thankful for meditation, my meditation practices, my breathing, and they help ground me every day throughout the day, morning, midday, and night. And, I guess a couple things that I wanted to just share is I changed a couple things in my routine. First of all, with the full moon, it always affects me. It always affects my sleep. I have sleepless nights, I have crazy dreams. I have visions as well, lucid dreaming, all of it. And the anxieties in it, increased, the stress, all of that. So, Anyhow, what I wanted to say was one of the things that I've been doing, because I want to continue to be very in touch with how I'm feeling and why I'm feeling the way I am. And in the mornings, when I wake, I always, my journal practice now, I've shifted a little bit, but I always start my day with just flow writing, unconscious stream of writing, whatever's in my mind. So I ask myself a question and I say, I write on the paper, what's on my mind right now? So what's on my mind right now, or how am I feeling right now? Okay. So I just write whatever comes to mind. So I don't know. And the variation might be there as well. And that's been really wonderful so far this month of May, since I made the change. And then at night, I've been kind of capturing my high points, my low points, things that I am proud of. And, also there's a little paragraph on gratitude. So that is what I've been doing at night. And then I guess I wanted to kind of circle back. So the last video I posted, I was very authentic, but I didn't feel like I was, super giving you guys a safe space in the sense of like positivity, because, really this channel is about encouraging, inspiring positivity. We talk about relationships and friendships. We talk about, nurturing and loving ourselves first. We talk about different techniques and habits and exercise and things that we can do that are going to encourage I guess, take care of our mental health. So I realized that I've been coping because I've been going through the end of a very stressful, intense season in my work life, and there's a lot of anxiety and expectations and pressure. So I guess I realize that I've been coping. And I'm going to give you guys some examples because, like I said to you, I've been journaling a lot about how am I feeling right now, what's on my mind, and then anyway, this is where I've landed. So I've been in like a coping sort of theme. Some of the things that you think or you can hear yourself saying or you're writing is, I will be happy once this is over, or when I have more ... things will be better. So when I have more time, when I have more energy, when I can get more tasks completed. So when you're thinking and talking like that, you're tying a timeline to the state of your being. And that is coping, that you're in a coping state when you do that. So coping takes you out of the present moment and it hinders your creative power. So I've been wondering, I'm like, I don't like, the creativity's not really flowing lately. Like I'm not inspired. I'm spending more time on social media, which is not good because, for me, social media is like a black hole. And then I get in my head, then I start analyzing and comparing and, and then I get not paranoid, but yeah, we kind of get a little bit paranoid, I guess, like in a sense, because like we feel like we should be doing better, or like we start, being really hard on ourselves. Um, so basically, and then also too, like when we're experiencing long-term stress, coping can become like a habit, like a long-term habit. And then we start to get like more and more out of touch with our body and our mind. And, we're just kind of on robot, like we're just kind of like on that hamster wheel, right? Like we're just kind of going through the motions. We're not really conscious about where we're going, what we're doing, how we're feeling. We're not really conscious about like what's happening around us. And we are, when we're coping, we may be like consuming, not conscious about when we're consuming food. Like we might not really remember eating, or not hungry, or like this doesn't taste very good, or actually not really tasting it at all, because you're not even conscious that you're eating right now. You're just going through the motions. Your jaw's moving, and your stomach feels full, right? So it's just really about bringing yourself back to your body, and having your mind sort of take a break a little bit. And I find that my sleep habits haven't been very good lately, and you guys might find this as well. And that's why I'm mentioning is that those are the moments where coping becomes accelerated, is when we're not sleeping as well, or maybe our thoughts, are like our brain is wandering a little more during meditation, and the meditations that usually ground us and help us feel safe, and don't do that anymore. And absolutely, like that's totally where I've been. I'm so like I'm a really sensitive person in regards to everybody else's energies, and even their interactions with me, and I carry on a lot of that stuff throughout the day. So at the end of the day, it's really important to let it go and just kind of cleanse your aura, your chakras, all the energies, and try to have a peaceful sleep, right, in your own space. And I think the big thing too is like the people that we interact with every day, and sometimes we're all just very different. And I have a couple people in my life that I work with that always perceive things differently, and I'm thinking like, how, like that's totally not what I meant. And what I said, I thought it was very clear, and then like it's just so much energy, and then by the end of it it's like, oh, whatever, like think what you want. I don't know how else to word this so that you get it. And I don't know, at this point I really like I need to conserve my energy. So I think the thing to be careful of is not to become masters in these low lying energetic sort of frequencies. And it, because they drain us, and then we get we feel all like irritability and anger and stress and anxiety, like all of those, and we get into depression, and we get into like addictive tendencies, and maybe spending too much time on social media, and we're not exercising, we're like ruining our exercise regime, and we're kind of like self-sabotaging, and it's just like a nasty dangerous slippery road to go down. And I think that being really in tune with our senses, being really in tune with our bodies, and doing check-ins throughout the day if you can, but most importantly like in the morning and at the end of the day is so important. It's so important to your mind, your body, your soul, your peace, and understanding what has brought you to the emotions or the feelings that you're experiencing, and trying to take a step back and look at how you can navigate it differently, maybe through a different lens. And the other thing too is escaping. We escape all in different ways. The big one is definitely social media. It may be substances. It may be maybe, I don't know, I can't think of anything else right now. Maybe excessive, exercising. So, it's really important to have a balanced diet, eat a balanced diet, exercise, take care of your mental health, give yourself time and space, and avoid, try to avoid people pleasing as much as possible, and allow yourself to rest. Some of us, well, I say us because I do this, fall into a constant busy sort of mode, and it's like you don't stop until it's time to go to bed. And then it's like, oh, why do I have heart palpitations? Or, why can't I catch my breath? Or, it's because we haven't like downgraded our nervous system. Our nervous system is just like on high alert, like, whoa, like what's happening? Like, you're not a robot. Like, you can't get up at like, you can't wake up at 2:30, toss and turn for a couple hours and then get up at 5 and start your day and just go full tilt, until 10 o'clock at night, right? Or 9 o'clock at night, until you're like literally just dead in bed. Like, I know that's harsh, but that's what it feels like. You're like just literally like a vegetable. You're like, oh my gosh, like I have nothing left in my brain to give, to share. And that is horrible. That is like a horrible state to be in, like at the end of the day, it's time to replenish. It's time to replenish yourself. It's time to take a look at the day and say, hey, you know what? These things were good. These things, I didn't have control of them. I handled them okay. Or, hey, maybe I had, didn't handle this conversation okay, and I let myself get triggered and take it personal and flew off the handle. But really, at the end of the day, it's looking back and being aware and being conscious and saying, oh my gosh, like if that happens again, like that specific moment, how would I do it differently? And just, it's okay, let it go, because it really doesn't matter tomorrow or in 3 weeks that you lost your shit with somebody about something. Like it really doesn't matter at the end of the day. In 3 weeks, it's not going to matter. In a month, who cares, right? We spend so much time and energy worrying about things. We're here to live this life. Let's live it. Let's have fun. Let's enjoy it. Let's try to be easy on ourselves. We have this wonderful body that's like literally a machine. We just have to feed it, take care of the brain, rest, consume quality, give it quality, what am I trying to say? Input, output, right? So anyway, be in the moment as much as you can. I say that, and I'm kind of veered off a little bit, just with my surroundings this week, and I feel like I'm kind of getting more grounded and grounded. So I'm thinking probably by Friday or the weekend I can replenish and then just refresh again. But like just be aware of how you're feeling, and give yourself grace. Nobody's perfect. We're all going to be judged. Somebody's always judging you, and you're never going to change that. There's always going to be somebody that is jealous of you, doesn't like you, going to criticize you, going to talk about you. We just have to be okay with it, right? So anyway, the things that you consume on social media, make sure that they're inspiring. Make sure that you support the thing. Never, ever, ever be a part of somebody's world, if you don't want to be, okay? Because you will regret it. It will affect your life twofold in so many ways, and you won't realize it today, but down the road you will. So put yourself first. Take care of you. All right. Thank you so much. This was a much needed talk today. I'll speak for myself, and I really needed this talk. I love that I can come here and share with you, and hopefully inspire you as well to, maybe be a little, your day tomorrow might be a little different because of something I said or did, or you may bring more awareness to you in your life. So love you. Take care of yourself, and I will be back soon.